They built little.
Yeah, I had it done at Desert Ranch. Hey, good evening, everybody. We're getting started with our general meeting. It's quarterly night, too. So if you have quarterly tickets, get them out. And when we do them, well, I'll post them online later. Never mind.
Well, we haven't got ours yet either.
I can get one then.
What?
And the quarterly price tonight is Gold Cube.
All right, we're going to start this
Here's
meeting.
a 3-stack Gold Cube.
Thank you all for showing up. Y'all would stand, take your hats off, we'll say the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I do want to thank all the veterans that are here. I know we have a few veterans in the midst. So, thank you all for whoever has served, making it easy for us to live our lives very nicely. Thank you. I sometimes forget to thank everybody. All right. Do we have any new members or guests? Go ahead and stand up for me. Tell us all what, if you're going to join the group, if you're checking us out, or what's going on.
This is my friend Dave. Dave's been inviting me to come here, and I moved my schedule around, and I got to come here tonight.
What's your name?
My name is Doran Rice.
Nice to meet you, Doran. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, stick around. You might learn how to besides,
Where are you from?
Yeah, where are you from?
Phoenix, Arizona, and I've wanted a gold pan for like 55 years. I never had a gold pan.
Wow.
Well, you came to the right place.
Gold pans, I have everything else, but Dave's never taken me out.
Well, well, shame on you. Shame on you. He just doesn't want to share the gold. That's the problem. Because, the theory is if you take somebody out, excuse me, I'm sorry. At least this is my theory. If you take somebody out that's new, you want to give them some gold so they come back and help you dig again. I mean, that's what Lee does.
That only worked for a while with my girlfriend.
Well,
She won't go near a shovel anymore.
Well, and everybody knows, a lot of the people that know me know my family was mining since the 20s. So I didn't get into mining until my wife got clean from cancer. And I told her, I said, "Are you sure you want to mine?" She goes, "I've been watching the shows, I really want to do it. This looks like fun. Get to be out in the weather and all that fun stuff." So, and I told my dad I was going to do it, and he's like, "Ronnie wants to mine?" Well, he's like, "I don't even mine, and your grandfather was a professional miner, so why?" I'm like, "I understand. I don't want to be out in the dust either, But it is gold. Every time you see a piece of gold, that glimmer just fills your eyes. And it just... Anyway, so I'll get off of that. I see Lee kind of rolling his eyes at me. So quarterly drawing is, I saw you, Lee. It's okay. I respect that. Quarterly drawing is tonight. We have a 3-stack gold cube, which is in this box. If you don't know what the gold cube is, go to YouTube.
Look up
The
gold.
inventor is a really nice guy. What's his name? I'm sorry. Mike Pond. Really great guy. He's a nutball, but he can find gold. And when this came out, I laughed at it. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Lee knows it. I'm not a big gold. And I told Mike that. He's like, "Well, you just gotta buy one." I'm like, "I'm not gonna buy it." Anyway, so this is a good unit. I've seen it work. It really is good. It holds the gold.
It works really well. I used one when I was up there in Alaska. That was how we finished up all of our gold that we found. We ran 25, 30 tons of dirt through this slick plate up there, and then after we took it out of we had a sluice up there. I call it the primitive sluice because it was rosebud carpeting.
My goodness.
And so it was really primitive, but it caught gold. I mean, but the thing was probably about 20 feet long. And we finished up all of our stuff on the gold cube. Had a little nugget trap thing up on the top. This one doesn't have that, but you can buy the accessories for it.
Oh yeah, it's a good unit. It really is a good unit. I kind of tease and pick, but it is a good unit. We also have the gold claw that's over there. And we have that set of classifiers. If you don't have classifiers, that is an amazing set. You can take out the different sizes, and it clips in and out. It's so easy. That's a really cool unit. The classifying unit's really cool. Also, Mike Pung does make the banjo pen. If you've seen this out, this is his invention, or his copy of whoever made it before him. But it is a good design. I've seen him do dry. One of his, is it his son that does the dry leaf? I thought so. So that's something to, you can always, we're going to give this away tonight with a yellow ticket. So if you don't have a yellow ticket, you better go buy 10 white tickets and get a yellow for an extra $1. What else do I need to cover? So, I'm going to get on a soapbox here for a second. Ronnie was on Apache Junction. We visit with Apache Junction quite a bit because they're close to where we live. And so we have their page on ours. And she was telling me about a young miner or young prospector. And he was at Lynch Creek Theme Park. And he had a little sluice out. And he was so happy he found the gold. And Ronnie had told me that there were a few people that commented, and he was under the impression that he could do it because he saw somebody else, 2 other people doing it. So if you go to Apache Junction, if you're not part of their club or on their Facebook page, become part of the Facebook page. I encourage it to check out the different clubs we have. West Valley and Apache Junction. Most times they'll accept you. Dell is good and so is Lonnie. But anyway, so I wrote that there is no sluicing anywhere at Lynch Creek and Fane Park. If you're panning, you can do that, by all means. Most of us know that. But here's another thing that I've been seeing some people coming from the Rhodes Creek area. If you see people coming from Rhodes Creek, I would say don't go there. If you don't know what Rhodes Creek is, when you go to Fane Park, it's as you're walking down the little path, it's to the right. You can't pan that area. It's closed off. And that's because of the Thames and also the town of Prescott. They took out 3 tons of trash from homeless people. So they said no more. The Thames put out a lot of money this was how many years ago? 3 years ago? Lee?
Yeah, about.
So Rose Creek, it was one of my favorite haunts. I was finding at least $250,000 every time me and Ronnie went. Loved Rose Creek. It's a beautiful area. It's got good flows, and it is the quintessential perfect place to walk up, find a big pile of black sands, and pan it out and find the gold. Or even use the sluice. I used to use the portable sluice. But, so if you see people that are out there, just gently say to them, hey, you know what, you shouldn't be using that sluice here. It's a no-no. You can go to...
Big pan shovel.
Yep. You can only use a shovel. Anything that's like, you can use a pick, but like a hand pick. A small shovel, like Lisa. I'm sorry? Not Rose Creek, but Lynch Creek and then Fane Park. So Fane Park, there's that section on the other side that you can go to. And you can pan there too. I prefer going through the crevices because I found 0.15 of a gram, which it's just for fun. I enjoy it. It's so much, just finding it is a good thing. So if you do see somebody, just gently say to them, hey, you know what, that's a no-no. If they get mad at you, there is a link on Apache Junction that I put up that if somebody gives you a hard time, then you can say, okay, fine. If you feel that they've confronted you in a way that's threatening. Some people are that way. But I just wanted to put that out there in Keep an eye out. This is, especially being a GPAA member, and that's what I wrote. If you're a GPAA member and you're doing something silly like that, there's a problem. So, please know the regulations wherever you go, whether you're on a private plane
And
or
all my
a
drains
GPA
pressure
plane, or a
washed.
Roadrunner plane, any club plane.
Inspected.
If you don't know the regulations for that area, don't do it.
And a hose
It's
bit.
real simple. If you think it may be state land, don't do it. Lee can tell you. We've confronted a few people, and it's never a good thing. So, I'm going to get off my soapbox. Thank you for listening to that. We do have,
I want a white chick.
and this is a real serious one, upcoming board positions. My position is up, and I'm stepping away. And there's many reasons for that, but I'm not going to go into them. Nothing bad. It's just something I have to do. So we have the president's position, Michelle's position is sitting there.
I'm not sure if I want, I'm up in the air if I want to.
I still have to tell everybody.
Yeah.
So, treasurer position, my position, and John, our secretary, is stepping away. He was supposed to carry to next year, but he decided he needs to step away.
Oh, yeah.
And he's been doing this for a long time. He's been standing here like the rest of them right next to me for 4 years. So if you have an inclination to be president and want to run the club, and you think that you have some ideas, please get with me. So get with us, the board. We want to make sure the right person's here. If Millie decides she wants to be president, say, now just listen to me, Millie. I use you because I like you. If, say, Millie wanted to be president, and the night of our election, she steps up and says, Tom, I want to be president. I have to put her on the ballot. And if she gets voted in, she gets voted in. But we want to help people. We want to continue with it. I want to continue with the group. This group is very important to me. The GPA is extremely important to me. I could have walked away last term, but I didn't. But nonetheless, it's a good position. You learn a lot. I've learned a lot with my board, and I've also learned a lot with the politics of mining. So Michelle's position isn't very hard, and that's why we say if you really want to do it, get with us now so that we can help you and guide you into the position. What they call grooming you into the position. And John's position isn't very hard, but he is the secretary. So he keeps me abreast of a lot of things, like Michelle does, but John is the one I turn to besides my vice president, because I have two. So, anybody have any questions for me about anything so far? No? Okay. Any concerns? Anybody see anything that they should be happening? Okay. Because if you do, please get with us, because we would like to know so that if there's something that we need to address with an individual or even holes in the ground or whatever, Leo talked about that, then we need to address that as soon as possible. So I guess I'm going to hand this over to Donald.
You aren't done yet.
I'm not.
No, you didn't say anything about August.
August. Oh, that's true. That just came up. See, that is, there's my secretary. There's a good example of why he is in the position. In August, we just voted on it. We're going to be doing the Gem and Mineral Show in Prescott Valley. Or Prescott, I think it is. So, come on down. We can use, if you volunteer, you get to be in a drawing. And we give away gold nuggets. So that's a good thing. So if you're interested in doing that, please get with us. We can devise a volunteer sheet and get your name and number, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We usually do the Flag and Gem Show, and that's in February. But Lee found it. Yes. Who's Susie? No. Okay. Lee found it, and we just I got some information about it, and it's going to be a good thing. So if you're interested, please get with us, and if you have any questions, please let us know. Anything else I missed, John? The date for the gold show, or the gem chip mineral show, is 4th, 5th, and 6th of August. So it's kind of in the hot months when we're not really doing anything. This chapter, we usually take a break for a few months because it's too hot. Unless you go night mining like with Lee and whatever. And we usually announce that on Facebook. If Lee's going to be out there, he'll announce it. If you want to go play with the critters at night that like to sting and bite and whatever, then by all means.
You had a problem yet?
I know. He's trying to get me to go out there.
Johnny did one night though.
Yeah,
Still
boy.
right in that.
Ooh. Any other questions? No?
Is it a vampire?
It must.
Johnny
no?
probably thought it was a vampire.
No, it was the meanest.
All right.
It was the meanest
gonna
bee
go
in the
with-
world.
We're going to go with Don, and if Bill has anything after him.
I didn't even know bees were out at night. You should have been
Right,
sleeping.
folks, right now, the club going into June has just a smidgen over 50 grams of gold on hand. The way it breaks out is just approximately 21 and a half grams of nuggets, 16 count nuggets on hand. We have 3 grams in the form of 6 half-gram painter bags. And we have approximately 28 grams of fines and vials of 20, 30, and 50 mesh. So that's the gold that we have on hand. We will be making a dirt bag build party at some point, but it's going to be just low key. We've already got 60 bags of dirt laid out, and we'll put those together in anticipation of supporting 2 things. One's the Mesa Coin Show that Bill's ramrodding. The other one will be the August event, and of course we want to sustain painter bag sales going into the fall and September, October timeframe. Any questions about the gold? Yeah. Bill, you have anything you want to add in terms of your storekeeping prize?
I'll pass.
Pass, okay. That's all I have, Thomas. Next up on deck is, looks like treasurer?
Yeah, Bill has a meeting.
Sorry, we're fixing something.
I'm gonna tell him.
All right, how about secretary then?
Let me have him.
So I forgot tonight to bring the gold, so my wife is going to run home and get the gold. Well, if it's in my safe, what?
What do you need for gold? I got a gold bag in my bag over here.
No,
No?
All right, Bill, do you have anything you want to talk about?
Tom,
Yes.
so how many, so he brought some buckets in, how many tickets did he get?
1 ticket each. That's fine. Bill, you have anything?
I got 6
There you go.
.50 bags for sale.
Okay, we have .50 gold bags for sale if you're interested. All right, anything else? Okay. All right. So
How much
let's
are
see,
they
who else
running?
do we need?
did you secretary or no?
No, I haven't done John, so we'll let John go
What do I got?
if you have anything here.
All right, a couple of things he may have forgotten about. We did discuss the elections coming up, so if you're interested in it, it's really not that hard. This is like a piece of cake. I video recorded. If I need hard copies of the notes, I go back and watch the video. So I never miss a thing. Yeah, there's some other things to go along with it. President's position, I've been around long enough to know that he don't do anything at all. He delegates it out to everybody else. So it's actually a pretty big gig if you get one.
I can admit to that. I will agree.
Well, you noticed before we only had 1 vice president, but now we have to have 2. But that's probably because it took 2 to replace Ted. Nah.
Not a
All
chance.
right, anyway.
Sit down, buddy.
We are updating the bylaws for the chapter. So
That'll be next one.
Yeah, probably next month, because we gotta go through and agree on the changes, and then, probably, post them on Facebook
Yeah.
as a file, so you can go in there and look at it, read them, and see the two versions, the original version and the revised version. A lot of that's got to do with the way board members have been deleted and added and stuff like that, different positions, not the people themselves, but positions. Before we had a merchandise position, and then we had, I don't know, the librarian and all that stuff. So, and technically we're not supposed to bring our own drinks and stuff in here, but they're being nice and allowing us to do it. Other than that, so anyway, when the bylaws come up, go in there and read them. If you've got something you disagree with between the two versions, make sure we know about it. Because we don't want to get it all finalized and then hear grumbling in the background, so participate. It's our club, our club, not the board's club. We don't do that.
We're just facilitators.
Yeah, we just try and keep everything running smoothly. And then he'd already mentioned about the gold report or the gold party. So other than that, I don't have a whole heck of a lot other than say have a great weekend. Go out and find some gold early in the morning before it gets too bloody hot.
That's for sure. I would encourage you all, if you haven't been to Bain Park, it's a beautiful park. They have a great set of mining equipment that was actually used on that site. And this was back in the Abraham Lincoln era, and also further down in time. I'd say the early 1900s, they did blast mining, they did hydro mining, and there's all that equipment is there. It's really kind of cool. There's a stamp mill over there, a really cool little place to hang out and have a nice lunch, and then take your pan. And what I do is I go up on there's Bain Park, and then there's a little walkway that you go across the water, and you go into the Leech Creek. That's the beginning that connects into Bain Park. I hit all the crevices. My first pan, I found 2 nice flakes and also pines. So percentage-wise, if you're looking at the math of it, it's good. That would be something that Parker and any of them would be like, I'm going to get my excavator in there and just tear it up, because there's gold there. And with all the rains and stuff that we've had in the past few months, and then the snow has just really, it's really good up there. Trust me. Everybody that I've talked to, they're finding gold. And to me, the experience part of it is, you get out there and you get to pan. And it's a good place to practice. It really is. So take some time and check it out. And it's so much nicer up there too. It's easy drive. I love it up there. So I'm going to let Michelle talk about the money, the boring part, and nothing.
I just want to add to that, so Harold Kelly, who lives up there, he goes up there after it rains, and right where the restrooms are, there's, if you look over the cliff there where you can get down to, he actually finds nuggets all the time, the little pickers and nuggets.
Oh yeah, it's up there. There's good gold.
Every time, so.
Good gold.
Okay, this is the treasurer report for May. As of our last board meeting last week, our balance for our
Hey,
checking
Jasmine.
and savings and cash box is
Trevor, Jean, Malcolm.
$7,849.45. We between the ice cream social And the general meeting, we collected $604. Our payouts were pretty high this month, but we had some things we had to pay for. $4.30 for $4.30 for Google Drive. Storage is $66.53. We always take $100, put it from checking to the savings every month. And that saved our butt because we needed that money. Us doing that helped us to bring our checking account back up for the money to buy all the gold we bought. With that being said, our monthly board meetings here, the VFW charges us $50. The monthly general meeting is $100. Now, we purchased $1,304.03 in gold last month. Like I was telling Thomas at our quick board meeting, so we were approved for $200 or $2,000, and we met that. And at the board meeting last week, as long as we come under $499, we could purchase more gold. So we purchased another $251.03 just to get us all the way through August. We're hoping maybe even past August, depending on how our events that may go. Like Tom's talked about doing an event in Prescott, and we've been trying to do the coin shows and stuff. Another expense was without the dry ice, because I just got the thing for the dry ice, but we spent $178.70 for the ice cream social. That includes gas, the ice cream, the balloons, all that stuff. And then we had to pay for shipping and handling for our quarterly. So we went in, and Lee and I went in, and we sat down, and we had it approved by the board. We have enough quarterly, 3 for each quarterly, 3 prizes per quarterly. We have enough to get us all the way through Christmas. So that's money that we won't have to pay anymore. So, but the shipping cost $279.26. That's really not bad because the Trumbull alone was $1,235. And we got the gold cube, we got other kinds of things that are coming up, dough bags. We got other things for the next drawings coming up. So that'll get us through the rest of the year. So our total payout this month was a little high, but it was $2,082.82. As of yesterday, our assets to date is $3,910.08 in the checking and $2,750.29 in savings, $250 in cash boxes, which brings us to a total of $6,910.37. And did we get the approval for did Don ask for approval for the $600?
Well, only because the amounts underneath the total that's on there, so. Minus
We need to-
250.
Yeah, I can answer.
So that's what we have right now, and that's why I shared the amount before we did decide for the fines that.
We may not need to do the full 600, so we'll just wait.
Okay. So that's, any questions? Yes.
I know we finalized the insurance and stuff, and it's coming out automatic from the checking account?
Yes, that was a question I was gonna
So,
ask Don.
but I didn't see that on here, so did we pay
No,
it?
it didn't come out yet.
Oh, it hasn't come out
not
yet,
come out
okay.
yet.
Just want to be sure.
I was gonna ask you when it was gonna start.
Yeah, it was purchased within the last 3 weeks. It went on the club card.
Yeah, because I looked again this morning and it's not on there, so it's probably gonna take, it should show up in June,
Okay.
in our June statement.
Yeah, I was just curious because I didn't see it on here and you didn't mention it, so.
Yeah,
And I actually had them set my home address to send the statements because we don't own a building, we don't have a regular business address other than what we use for our personal, so that statement will probably show up here in the next 2 weeks or so. And we'll just
okay,
put it in.
Cool.
thank you. Oh, you have to.
I am, look at that. I'll do it.
So I haven't done it, so does everybody agree with the gold and all that fun stuff? Yay, nay?
I make a motion to accept.
Thank you. Good. And do we accept the treasurer's report? Yay or nay?
Okay.
Yay, thank you. All right. So
What
I
about
think
me?
that is, we're gonna kind of stick around, so we're gonna have a little, you know, you guys have any
Yeah, I always
questions about
forget.
mining and whatever. We got Lee to talk about some things. He'll talk about the chapter points and such, and how we got all that merchandise,
He moves so
which
much.
is really cool. So here's Lee.
How y'all doing tonight?
I don't know. Can
Anybody been out hunting?
can you get on a step stool or something?
Who's been out?
I told you, I went last weekend.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, went fine.
I like picking on Lee.
You can't beat that with a stick.
That's not bad.
Play in the water, play in the dirt.
Cowboy couldn't make it tonight, so yeah. Me and him, we've been out playing around in the scenic loop area,
Please
and
kill
out
him
in
with the
the
new sluice.
southern part of the Bradshaws, and been finding some pretty decent gold. And who knows, you know, some of the claims we've been looking at, we might be doing some invites out there for people to come out there and hunt on them, because they're pretty good. I mean, you gotta, like the Cowboy says, you gotta get your boots on the ground to be able to get out there and find it. I mean, it's not gonna come to you. You know, it's kind of like trying to lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink, but you can get him there. But chapter points. It's a pretty cool deal. I mean, we got some really nice prizes coming up in the next quarterlies and everything. This one's pretty nice. It's got a gold cube, 3-stack gold cube. Like I said, I used one up in Alaska when I was up there in 2019. Went to AKU, did mining up there with a bunch of friends. Most of them friends aren't here, but Fran and Susie went up there with me, did some metal detecting. Everybody pretty much found gold metal detecting. What they do is Augie will go out there and do a push some dirt around, go out there and metal detect it, and you know, most of the time someone finds, I mean, there are people been up there finding 1 ounce nuggets, even, you know, a little bit bigger. Most of the stuff I found was pretty small, but it was fun. Back to the points. So we have a gold claw, original gold claw is what they call this one.
Right there by you.
And
Right there by you.
oh, gold claw. Yep. Pretty neat item. I don't use them, but you know, I have to train when we do have GPAA gold shows. Then Kevin makes us show people how to use that one because they promote it through our GPAA. And but it works. It works really well. I'm a traditional panner, so I like using traditional pan gold. Mine's I use the GoPro blue pan and a super sluice pan, and I try to pan as fast as I can so I can get back on the gold. Keep moving dirt. The more dirt you move, the more gold you're gonna find. And we got some classifiers. Pretty neat item. They snap in. I think it goes all the way up to 1/4 inch.
I don't remember the numbers.
Oh, it's a half. You can even use the bottom part of it. So the bottom part, let me take these out so I don't drop them all over the place. So if you pop that one out there, you can actually, I use this one all the time to classify, to fill up a bucket fairly fast. And then, you know, if I want to classify more, then I can switch them out. To get those, we need members, and I would like to ask every one of you guys, if you guys can ask your friends, family, whatever, to attend our meetings. That would be cool, you know, because we always are looking, you know, wanting members to do this, to keep this thing going. Because throughout the years I've been here, we've been kind of dwindling away a little bit. You know, we pick up, we kind of come back with some people, but, you know, we got some new members over here. And, yeah, just ask their family, friends, you know, bring kids. I mean, they're fun to teach them how to do this stuff too. I mean, they're our young miners coming up. But, yeah, the points, so we had over 400,000 points, almost 500,000 points. And, go to right there, you see that.
So I just took off the gold, the only thing we didn't get was the, we had,
I know which one we didn't get.
no, I know, but I was trying to see where the original points were. Right there, I think that's our original points from last month, 53.
Okay, so what she's saying is we had 500, 537,000, I think, somewhere around there. And then when after we got everything, that's the number I wanted. I think it's down to 19.
So
We don't have very many points left, but we gain those points when people re-up their
So we spent that much.
yearly or 2 year, 3 year.
We spent that in points.
So we only have 9. So we have 9,000.
Something like
I'm
that.
looking, I'm gonna go to the
Hey, I've been waiting on them to try to send me the points, how much we have, because every month they up it.
They don't send it to us
But
on
they
the
don't send it
second.
to us like the
The second.
third day of the month.
Second.
But I'm waiting on that, so I'll have an update for you on that.
But you have
next
to think
meeting.
about it, we're not gonna spend any more points now,
Right.
everything till the end of the year is gonna accumulate and go up, so we'll have points by the start of the end of the year. It'll start building now, from this point
From this point on, all the way up
all
until
the
we,
way
yeah,
to through December.
exactly.
We won't be spending any more points, and we can do the same thing next year.
The only thing that we didn't get with our points was some crevice tools. Some people like using those for, you know, naturally for crevicing. But we asked and he said, no, the supplier wasn't gonna pull through for us. So that was the only thing out of everything that we ordered that we didn't get. So we got everything else. If anybody wants to see pictures of the trommel that we got, it's a pretty neat trommel. It's heavy. I'm just gonna give you that right now. It's kind of a heavy item. It might take 2 people to pack it around wherever you're gonna put it. But it's well built. I mean, really well built. It can handle some rugged stuff. It's got an 8-inch barrel on it. It looks like a 3/8, maybe a little bit bigger than a 3/8 for the classifier part on it. It's motor driven, or it has a hand crank on it. So if your motor besides or some switch or something goes bad or whatever, you can put the crank on there and just keep on going. It's a double frame system where the barrel part, you can tilt that whichever way you want it, and your sluice and everything does not move. It'll stay put, so you don't have to mess around with that. Like I said, it's a pretty nice, pretty neat system. If you want to see it, I have a bunch of pictures on my phone. But what else we got?
Just
Oh,
clean up.
anybody? So I don't expect a bunch of people to go out during the summer, but if you do, like me and Cowboy always said, stay hydrated out there. I mean, drink a bunch of water the night before, or even the day before, you know, drink more than what you're needed, because that water's gonna last you throughout the next day and help you keep hydrated out there, because it's hot, and that sun will suck the life right out of you. Yeah, watch out for all the critters. I mean, they're out worse at night than they are during the day. Still haven't seen a rattlesnake this year, but they're out there. They are out there. I mean, had a bunch of vultures flying above us. I don't think they were dead. I guess we weren't moving fast enough or something. But yeah, they were they were watching us. Yeah. Just stay hydrated out there, because you know I'm out there. I'll bring 14 to anywhere from 20 ounce waters to 20 ounce waters out there with me just for one day, and I'll go through most of them. Me and Cowboy went out yesterday, did very well, found a wash that wasn't claimed. We're probably going to claim it, and real fine gold though, super fine. Stuff that people don't like to pan, but that's my tadpole there giving me the I'm number one fingers. Johnny likes panning that stuff. He's like, it takes some time because it's got super fine. I mean, I'm talking 100 mesh gold. But
Yep.
What else we got? So anybody have any questions? Anybody see any holes out there or anything that needs to be taken care of?
So,
Everything that we've looked at through, yes, Johnny.
Now you can finish.
Everything that we've looked at, like out on the Congress group, that all looked pretty good when we're out there. I've been out.
Isn't that where you got your flat?
No, my flat happened on a private claim. Yeah, little creosote bush decided it liked my sidewall better than I did. So, yeah, that's not fun, especially the size. My tires are decent size and they're heavy when you have to change them out. Especially if you're done digging for the day and you come back to your truck, you're like, come on, now I gotta change the tire.
That's why you have a patch kit and a compressor.
Oh, I patched it up. I was able to air it back up and everything. But 3 days later, that patch blew right out of it, so not enough glue.
So just tell them why we're not having.
So summertime. Summertime's
I didn't bring him
usually the time when we don't do too many events. I mean, if somebody wants to do something, come out with us, hunt with us, whatever, give me a call. But we usually don't do any main events, like, ice cream socials or whatever through the summer months. So we use June, July, August.
We might do something.
We might do something in
We'll
September,
talk
but
about
we
it.
need to do another board meeting to figure out what we're gonna do next. Amber White, I think her name is, Amber from GPAA has asked us to send her info so we can, we can get it in the magazine so other people can see it throughout the United States if they wanna come to our events, in September, October, November, December.
Yep.
But, yeah, but we're gonna do some good stuff. I think whoever wins that trommel, I'm gonna put in for it. It's a nice little
We
item.
need 2 people.
Hey, Lee.
to put the storage.
Lee,
Yeah.
can you put those photos on Facebook like tomorrow or something? That way
All
we-
the stuff?
No, just the trommel.
Just trommel? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, because then that way, if you mark it for the last quarterly there for the Christmas party, maybe that'll help. Not that we need more attendance at the Christmas party because we have quite a few people show up, but
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'd like to see more. I always want to
Yeah,
see more.
I
I always
thi-
want to see more
I-
people
I
come
think-
to all of our events.
I think
I
that'd
mean,
be
like I said, if you got a friend that wants to come along,
worthwhile.
great. I'd love to be able to teach, you know, if we're doing panning or whatever, I'd love to teach them how to pan.
Worth going, just
Hey,
to
Debbie.
watch Lee cook.
Or cook, whatever, you know, it doesn't matter.
When's it drying on the tunnel?
The trommel's gonna be in December.
Christmas party.
I mean, we haven't decided on when we're gonna start accepting money for the tickets or whatever. That's another thing we're gonna talk about. It's probably gonna happen pretty soon. That's a kind of a spendy item. You know, we need to at least make money back on our. Yes, sir.
Could you even say like it's industrial quality?
Oh, yeah.
It's better than, the only reason why I like mine better is because the barrel on mine's bigger and it's got mine has half-inch holes.
But that.
But the quality of whoever put the thing together, it is well built. Everything on it is metal except for the water supply. That's all plastic.
It's not a toy.
No.
Oh, no.
No, it's not a toy.
People don't
No,
recognize that word
I mean,
industrial.
I have
one
pictures
person
right
can
there,
run
I'll
it.
show you.
Yeah.
One person can run it because the sluice is only about 2 foot long, and it's decent. Would I change it? Sure, because that's the way I am. I like to bastardize everything.
Well, I also like because it has a place to actually take your battery off the ground and put it in the frame.
Yeah, it'll take like a small lithium battery on it. It's got its own little housing for it. It doesn't have to sit on the ground. It's got a switch to turn it on and off.
People will be more intended.
Instead of like me, I'm
Money more
using the
tickets.
Yeah.
alligator
Wallet.
clips that's my on and off button. But yeah, it's a really nice,
You can
really
come
nice
look, I
system.
have pictures on my phone.
Yeah, I was impressed when I saw it.
Yeah, I had to,
Yeah, when we bring it in, I'll bring it in during, might even be the November and December. I might bring it in and just. It's easy to set up. I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's easy to set, it's just heavy.
Lee might even put a belt on there and hook it up to his car tire.
Someone's got to run it, right? So, any questions, answers, questions, something? No questions?
Who made the trommel?
Carolina.
Carolina. Well, I don't know who actually physically made it.
It's
But,
probably somebody.
Billy Bob.
So, yeah, I think that's where he's from too, South Carolina.
It was a still on its side.
It would be nice, yeah. Just
South
something that's still-
Carolina
Oh,
Prospectors is where it came out of. It's
Let me look.
it's a pretty good sized place that does. It's kind of like A&B. Looking it up. But yeah, I like it. It's well built and it looks like it'll last a long time without problems. The thing I like about it is because it's got a double frame system to it where you can adjust the barrel to
Carolina
it, but the
Prospectors.
rest of it all stays put. It doesn't move. It has a little screw thing on it that'll tilt your barrel which way you want it. So.
Faster drop, and a little slower drop.
Yep. Like mine right now, because I have to run so much water pressure, because I changed my sluice over from a 6-inch gold well to a 12-inch gold well. I had to up my pump to an 1.5-inch pump, which I still think I need to go to a 2-inch pump. And yeah, you got to run on it. It takes a lot of water. When the pump starts up, you literally watch the water go. Whoop. It'll suck it down, and then it's send it, because I run a 4-tub system on mine.
Right there.
Carolina Trommel. It says Carolina Prospectors. Retail value is $1,295. And if you want to look it up, it's carolinaprospectors.net. So it's a model CP03. You might be able to find out that information on there, but it's a nice little system. It's got I think it'll work you. It'll work you. Probably won't work you as hard as mine does, but it'll work you. It'll hey, damn, we're turning it into more of a beast. Yeah, we're trying to get it to where we can do about 8 runs a day instead of just 4. That'll help our gold count to, where we're finding 2, 3, 4 grams a day instead of just half and 1.5 grams a day.
You're gonna get a brown Betty, match black Betty, 2 IGC.
Maybe.
He's gonna find some more gold on that, right?
Yeah, watch out for trees out there too. That I backed into a tree out there and bent my tailgate pretty good. That was my wife didn't even. I don't even think she looked at it yet.
She knows.
Oh, she knows. Oh, she knows about it. She knows about it. I came home and said, "Oh, I kind of bent something on
I
my truck."
haven't looked at it.
Yeah, tailgate still opens and closes, but when you look at it, you're like, "Dang!" But I didn't. I had it in 4 low, and I'm backing up this hill like this, and this mirror was folded in because I didn't want to hit trees, and this mirror I was looking out, and I couldn't see the tree. Funny part about that is Cowboy asked me, "Do you need help backing up?" "No, I got it." Yeah. Well, I should have took that offer. But it's a mining truck, so I mean it is my personal truck. And that's what I bought it for, is to do that kind of stuff. She gets a little bit beat up, but she'll take me almost anywhere I want to go. If I had the lockers like Tad has, there wouldn't be no stopping me
Really, Andrew.
in a lot of places.
I never even used them last time out. I was in 4-wheel high the whole time.
Yeah. When he's in 4 high, I gotta go 4 low because he's got pretty much posi traction. I'm only 2-wheel under out there.
It's got lockers.
It is positive traction when I
All
drive.
right, I guess we're gonna take a break. Break.
Alrighty. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed the meeting tonight. This will get posted up tomorrow.
Go off there.
Well, it's actually already going to be there. Never mind. I may do a fancy video, but this one will already be there. But I will get this over on our chapter YouTube channel, and that might be a day or so. I got a new German Shepherd puppy, so she's been running the hell out of me, so a little slow. I was late on a newsletter this morning. What are you going to do? So you got to come out to the meetings. The meetings are always a good time. Get a little bit of humor, get some information. We're looking for guest speakers. So if you know anybody that, and it doesn't even have to be really gold mining. I mean, it could be somebody, a nature person that can tell us about the birds and the bees, or somebody that has a lot of knowledge on filing claims, or we have the GPS lady, so maybe we'll see if we can get her back sometime here soon, in the next 4 or 5 months. She's always real informative. I'd like to get the Arizona treasure hunter back, but he's got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, we'd really like to get Jeff Williams, but it's a hell of a long drive from his house to here, so I understand why, unless he's in the valley for something, but coming down for a 2-hour gig, not really feasible. So if you know anybody that game and fish, yeah, that would be good. Yeah, gun clubs, strip clubs, I don't know. Oh wait, no, we can't have strippers here. Yeah, we'd have a hell of a packed meeting that night, wouldn't we? But yeah, come on out to the meetings. You got nothing better to do this summer anyway, because it's too hot to go out and camp. And you're only going to be out on the weekends more than likely. We always have these on the first Thursday of the month, and the Thursday prior to that is always our board meeting, and you're all welcome to come out and see how we put things together, do our planning and budgeting and all that kind of stuff. So, anyway, y'all have a good evening. Stay safe. Go get some gold. Do it early or do it real late. And God bless. We'll talk to y'all later.